Good evening and welcome to In Concert. If you've been watching our last few shows, this picture should look pretty familiar by now. Out there are 200,000 nice people who came to see and hear 12 hours of fine music. Tonight we visit this great event for the last time and proudly feature the music of Seals and Crofts, Eagles, Earth, Wind and Fire as In Concert presents California Jam Part 4.
I have a prediction that I think will happen today. I think the Beatles will be here.
You do?
I really believe it. Too many vibes are here. I think this is going to be the biggest rock concert that has ever hit. There's press coverage from all over the world. This has been set up so perfectly. The way that the sanitation facilities, the restroom, it's like a county fair. It's just a perfect thing. I really believe it's supposed to be the biggest thing in rock. I think that the biggest thing in rock could be is the Beatles being together, or some of them. And I think it's going to happen. I really believe it.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2. Can you hear me all the way to the back?
Yeah, this is the mellowest concert California's ever had.
We've proven right here that we can have a good time together, no hassles.
Spectacular and personal and warm.
I hope they have more of them.
Can I hear it for the California Jam?
I want to hear Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
If you're looking for the toilets, they're on the far left-hand side. We have a lot of them there. A lot of them haven't been used. People can't seem to find them. Okay, thank you.
How are you feeling today?
Oh, pretty good.
It seems like there are a lot of people over here around these lavatories. Have you been waiting along with them?
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Have you been to these kind of events before?
Well, not like this.
What do you think about how it's set up here?
Oh, it's not that bad, but except if you have to go to the bathroom, you gotta wait.
But you don't mind it?
No, it's my birthday.
Is there anything that you want to say to maybe some of the people out there about what's happening here today?
No, just keep your hands together and keep on trucking.
Perfect. The attitude of the crowd is just superb. There's been a minimum delay between the acts, which is due to a very unique stage that's mounted on 600 feet of railroad tracks. This allows one act to be setting up while another act is playing. Then the next act is actually rolled on the tracks to center stage, and they're all set to rock and roll you some more. I really wish you could be here and see this for yourselves. With 200,000 people, though, I'm sure you know somebody at this gathering. It's about 70 degrees now on a perfect California Saturday afternoon.
How old are you?
13.
Does your mom know you're here?
Yes,
Who paid for your ticket?
I paid for half of it.
Really? And your family paid for the other half? And are you glad that you spent your money?
Yeah,
Did you have to save up to come here?
yeah.
For how long?
Oh, I don't know, about 3 weeks working.
3 weeks working? Was it really worth it?
Yeah.
I'm a doctor in one of the three first aid trailers here that we have set up in the middle of the crowd. There's another area about a block away. Takes care of more serious cases, but so far we've seen about 120 patients in 14 hours now, and we've had very minor problems. We have 10 doctors at any one time. We have about 6-8 ambulances and a couple of helicopters if we need them.
The program that we're running right here today is for any type of after effects from drug abuse or alcohol abuse. Especially, mostly what we're dealing with right now is alcohol. Just we have a few in the tent right now that are just sleeping off a little bit of alcohol. We have a 10-man team from Ontario Drug Abuse Program, and we came down here today to handle and work with the people here at ABC and for the concert. People are great. We haven't had any problems with any of the people. We're giving out directions here and helping out in terms of restroom facilities and food facilities and lost and found and can I call home and this kind of thing, and we help any way we can.
For people in Southern California who couldn't get to the jam, KLOS Radio did a live broadcast from the site. I spoke with Damien, one of the disc jockeys.
What do you think so far?
I love it.
Is there any special kind of feel that you get when you see all of these people?
The feel that I got was a lot of energy concentrated in one place.
Have you been surprised that it's been so orderly and that everybody seems to be having a good time? And does that surprise you?
No, actually, I think we're riding a lot off of Woodstock and the feeling that was there, and I think a lot of that carried over here. This is not Woodstock, it's Ontario, it's a different time and a different place, but that feeling does carry.
Is California Jam going to be referred to as another Woodstock, or what is California Jam going to mean a year from now, do you think?
I think the biggest difference between California Jam and Woodstock is the fact that the media covered Woodstock. They were outside looking in. This time they're inside and a part of it.
Another key figure in coordinating the California Jam was Don Branker. I spoke with Don just before the concert began.
Function, I guess, other than all the stuff that no one sees that goes into putting this together, this is the MC, and it's not just well, why don't you explain it? It's not a typical MC. Why don't you explain what that role is and how you talk to the kids and how you're able to control this many people?
Well, hopefully we can control them, and usually they're good kids, and the idea is treat them with respect, and they'll treat us with respect back. I try to set up the guidelines from the front, so I don't pull any surprises on them, and in return, they usually act good.
First group's going to be Rare Earth, and you're going to open. What are you going to say? Have you talked to them yet?
Yeah, we talked last night in our own frank little way.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yes. Well, I'm honest with them, and hopefully they'll be honest back with me. And what we'll do is I'll explain the guidelines, the rules of what not to do and what to do, and hopefully they're going to pay attention to it, and we're going to have a very peaceful, quiet, enjoyable day, which is what we all want, including them.
Jack Rose is the manager of the Holiday Inn in Ontario. Jack, how are you?
Real fine.
What did you think when they called you and told you they want to take over your motel?
Well, I was quite excited about it, to be frank, because we've handled a couple other concerts, but nothing like this.
Oh, you have? Have you handled ones where they just took over the motel?
No, nothing like this. ABC TV come in and they asked us if they could have all of the rooms, and I was a little dubious giving them all to them because I thought we might have regular guests and stuff, but after I thought about it and everything, and they told me what they were planning and everything, it sounded like a good idea.
A lot of famous race drivers stay there.
Oh yes,
A.J. Foyt, right. Parnelli Jones. Well, I noticed on the menu that on the breakfast menu, the different things that you can have, like there's a Parnelli Jones.
Right, yeah.
Do you think after this you'll have a deep purple breakfast?
We could, right.
Emerson Lincoln Palmer
right.
breakfast?
Might be a real good idea.
How long have you been over here this time, since this morning?
Oh, since about 10 o'clock this morning.
Well, I have some kind of bad news for you. The motel is gone.
Oh, my goodness.
We thought you might like to meet some of the people behind the scenes at California Jam.
Are you the cook?
That's it.
Get over here. This is Narcy David, and Narcy has an elegant French restaurant in Berkeley, California. But what's unique is Narcy is here catering California Jam. Tell me about it.
Well, it's a lot of fun. We feel that it's important to serve good food at large affairs just as well as at small affairs.
Well, most people would expect at a rock concert just to have, a lot of crummy hot dogs and stuff.
Well, I think for too many years, the convention seems to have been just hot dogs and hamburgers and the old traditional coleslaw. We feel very strongly that whether we're preparing a dinner for 2 people in our restaurant, that's a classic, elegant French meal, or whether we're feeding 1,000 people as we are today, 3 and 4 meals consecutively, they're entitled to have food that's made expressly for them.
How many people do you think you're going to feed?
Today we'll feed about 1,100 for lunch. We fed
Am I going to be one of them?
For sure.
Okay.
We had 500 for breakfast, and we'll feed about 700 or 800 for dinner.
Oh, I had breakfast, and it was sensational.
Delightful.
Well, now, special groups, I know you were telling me, like special things. And you won't tell me who ordered the French water, will you?
No, there was one group that wanted Perrier water and a Chateau Figeac 1967. There was another group that specified a particular brand of beer, particular brands of soft drinks, several groups that wanted organic food. One group wanted Mexican food, so we even brought in some imported Mexican beer to complement that. We pride ourselves in filling every specific detail of a group's request.
That's great.
Last night we served a dinner of marinated lamb shish kebab with rice pilaf.
I didn't get any of that. I had a hot dog. That's really wonderful.
At this time, I would like to do one thing. In all the years that I've ever seen rock and roll concerts, I have never ever seen 200,000 people enjoy themselves, behave themselves. Give yourself a round of applause. Everybody, all the way back.
There's no police inside.
That's correct.
If somebody gets out of line, how do you handle it? I mean,
we have certain rules and regulations that the fellows are governed by. They're all trained. Always two fellows handle it. We try and use a peer group crowd control type of effort. We find that we get better results that way in all areas.
Did you ever have any difficulty getting police to accept?
Initially, when we first proposed the idea, but now it's such a good idea, they let us come in and pretty much set up the way we want to go about it. In fact, in this particular area, Chief Colbeck's very cooperative.
The population of this town has grown by 200,000. Think of that, 200,000 folks. I wonder if Police Chief Lee Colbert has seen the view from the stage.
I've been up in the chopper and seen it from the air, and then of course we have our command post in the 5th level over in the Central Activities Building, which you get a good view from there. We had anticipated that the majority of the kids would come out here last night.
Really?
Probably start arriving as early as yesterday afternoon. But they fooled us, and they didn't start coming until 1 o'clock this morning.
Well, I guess that was good.
Well, in a way it was, in a way it wasn't.
Have you made up your mind
no.
about them?
What we'll have to do is after it's over with, we'll have staff meetings and critique the entire California Jam.
What time did you go to bed last night?
What time did I get up?
What do you think of rock and roll? Do you like rock and roll?
Some of it,
Just one incredible day here. 11:30 in the morning now and getting quite warm backstage here at the California Jam.
The first festival that I've ever been to, where everything seems to be so beautiful and peaceful. There's no hassles, you know, the organisation is absolutely incredible, you know, it's just beautiful. It's the way they all should be. We're just going to go on and play our music, man, you know, we don't go on and blow the stage up or do anything like that, we just go on and play our music, man, because that's all it's about, you know.
Want you around for a second? I just met you at the airport about an hour ago.
Yeah. I just can't believe it, man.
You know what? You said you thought it would be really beautiful. How was it?
I'm lost for words. I just can't say anything. You know, the kids just blow my mind. You know, I can't believe it, man. Really.
What did it look like from being on the stage?
Oh, it was just like an ocean of people, you know, and when all the people's arms went in the air, it was like, I don't know, it was like, you know, well, I can't say, I'm just lost for words, baby. I really am. I'm just knocked out with it all. I think if every rock show, open air thing could go half as good as this, this is what it's all about. This is where